All right, here we go. Gary Owens. Welcome back to VladTV.
Thank you.
I got to add the S.
It's all
Owens.
right. It's all right. Whatever you want to do, man.
Well, I have an S-word pass.
You have an S-word pass?
S-word pass. Well, you said that mostly black people mispronounce your last name.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I'm white, so I have a S-word pass.
All right.
Not to be confused with the N-word pass.
Nah.
No.
Better not be.
No.
Don't get me in trouble on the interview.
They were actually giving those out at one point to white people. N-word passes.
Who?
They were. This was like back in the early 2000s. But you know who messed that up?
Who?
Fat Joe.
Because he said it too much?
Well, he put it in a hit song. And after that, they weren't giving him out anymore.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I did see the UFC fighter, Dustin Poirier, said it, and nobody said a word.
Yeah?
I was like, he cracked the code.
He cracked the code?
On how to say it. He said it so smooth. I was like, yo. When I watched it, I was like, yo. I was just waiting for Benjamin Crump or Al Sharpton to show up. Nothing. You didn't even hear about it. That's how smooth he came out.
I haven't heard about it.
Huh?
I haven't even heard about it.
That's what I'm saying.
Just kind of went under the radar.
He said it to a black guy to fight him.
Oh.
Not a word was said.
Okay, yeah. I never use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did. He was drunk. Even the black UFC fighters defended him.
Really?
Like, man, it's just Dustin, man.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He said it in a way that you know he said it, but never with malicious intent. He just said it because his environment, you could tell when it's forced or when it's coming from a bad place. It just came out so effortlessly and had a flow to it almost. I can't explain it, but you got to see it.
Okay, I'm going to watch it after this.
It was on Father's Day at the Atlanta airport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell him, come on.
Get a couple of
Because it's going to be bad.
Bro, just
It's going to be bad, my nigga.
No, bro.
What's up?
That's how much I was like in awe when he said it. I was like, yo, he just got away with it.
Well, you've been dropping your comedy specials on YouTube.
Yeah, the last 3 or 4.
Yeah. Like Elisa Deek has been doing this also. I've interviewed him a couple of times, and he's had great success in it. I remember I talked to him about it. He said he actually prefers to do it that way because he has total control in terms of how much content he drops and when and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
How many specials you gonna get from me if I'm on a network? It's like you pigeonholing me to one special every 3 years or something to that nature. It's in my favor to do it on an independent platform versus doing it on a network. I know people who go on Netflix and they're excited that they in the top 10, but let's go 6 days later.
Right. Nowhere to be seen.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What your initial blast is, whether it's Netflix or it's HBO, it's whatever the platform is, it's no return watch time. And that's the thing that separates YouTube. You can watch me all day.
What do you think of doing it that way as opposed to, because, you know, you've had like Showtime specials and stuff, right?
Yeah, well, Showtime went away.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't do it anymore. So I hear what Ali's saying, and I get it. I still think deep down, and I don't know if Ali would say this, but how I feel, it almost feels like everyone got invited to a birthday party, and you didn't, by the amount of Netflix specials that are out there. And everyone that's at some point has gotten a shot, right? Monique, D-Ray, Earthquake, Lunel. It's like all your contemporaries have had at least one Netflix special. And then you're like, and I saw Ali, I saw Ryan Davis, and I'm in the same boat. I could feel their frustration by the quote unquote Netflix machine, how they're not giving them their just due. Because those two guys are definitely funny enough and talented enough to have a Netflix special. But when you go to YouTube, I actually was sitting there. I remember talking to Ali's manager, and I don't know whatever YouTube special he did. It had to be like 4 years ago. He recorded in Houston, and I stopped by to say hi before we record it, right? And then his manager was like, yeah, we're going to YouTube with this. And I was looking at him like, YouTube? And his manager at the time, or his agent, not his manager, his agent was trying to explain to me why they went to YouTube, their frustration and stuff. And I've had the same frustration. I go, huh. So I was like, I'm going to, my next special, I'm going to shoot. We're going to shop it. We did shop it, but everybody passed. And then we put it on YouTube. And then I saw the numbers and I went, Oh, okay. So then the next one, I just went straight to YouTube. I didn't even shot the next one. And this last one I just did that dropped back in March, we recorded it. We literally, I had my agents and everybody said, call everybody. Call Hulu, call Netflix or whoever, any of the streamers, Amazon Prime. I go, tell them, hey, Gary has a special. It's airing March 7th on YouTube. If you want it, make a move before March 7th. So that way you are pitching it, but we had the control. Like it was airing March 7th, unless you came with a deal that was gonna blow my socks off. So I get what Ali's saying, but I also think deep down, I think you want that Netflix special. I mean, I do. I still want it, but I'm not worried about getting it, so to speak.
Yeah.
You want it, but I'm not like, dang, why I ain't got a Netflix special? Because now you can just put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I watched the last one.
The No Hard Feelings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. And I guess the advantage is you could come out with timely content very quickly. Because, for example, you were talking about the whole Diddy situation
Yeah.
in that special,
Yeah.
right? If that comes out a year later, no one's going to care.
That's why I agree with Ali when you do have creative control, and not just the special, but the clips. Because when I talked to Nate Jackson when he got his special, he was like, he was telling me how Netflix was going back and forth on what he couldn't put out, what he could put out, even before the special came out. Like, slow down on some of your clips. And he's like, I can't slow down my clips. This is what's feeding the machine right now for me. And he goes, even afterwards, like you said, you don't know when it's gonna air. They could put on the shelf for months.
Right.
So YouTube, that's why I said I filmed mine January 17th of last year, and I knew when I filmed it, I go, it's airing March 7th.
Right. Well, because it was time-sensitive content in the special. Talking about Diddy right now, when he's already been sentenced and in jail and people aren't really talking about him, is not as enticing as back then.
Right.
But you know what's interesting, though? When I watched the special, you're talking about the male prostitutes. I interviewed more male prostitutes in the Diddy case than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I had like 6 of them.
That
I was
now
like Thanos with the glove. Like,
when that happens, are you calling them or are they calling you?
they're mostly calling me. Yeah,
just
I think
reaching
in all
out?
these cases, they reached out to me, or sometimes I have like bookers who work for me who will reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to do Vlad? And they'll say, yeah, then they'll bring it to me and so forth. Yeah, it was a combination, man. They're coming out the woodwork.
I saw that.
How shocked were you when all the evidence came out and you found out that every single prostitute was a man? There wasn't a single female prostitute ever. You would think you'd want to have a female orgy at one point?
I can't even wrap my brain around what you get out of that, because I think most guys, their fantasy is multiple women, and their nightmare is to see another man railing your woman.
Especially if he's way bigger than you.
Yeah, especially if he's bigger than you, and then just the fact that if you really care about a woman, you really love her, that's listen, you always want to think that your woman was a virgin before you. Even if she had kids, you don't care. You're like, it's almost the Miguel song. Tell me that the pussy is mine. Just tell me. Even if it isn't. That's what I want to believe. That's why I can never do the swinger thing. I could not do a swinger thing because I'm like, I don't want to bring a girl to a party and I got to see another dude digging her out. You know what I mean? And I'm always, call me cocky, but I always think,
Pun intended.
I'm not bringing a prettier girl to the party, and I'm bringing an 8, and you got me banging your 5.5 wife. You know what I mean? So that's another thing. Like, I don't know how he got off on that, unless he wasn't watching Cassie.
Well, after interviewing a bunch of these guys, like the Punisher, who you mentioned,
Yeah, the Punisher.
the Punisher, I told him I'm very uncomfortable calling him that. Right. I still did it, though. The Punisher. But Sly Diggler, the last guy I interviewed, who was an adult film star, said that, him and Diddy had a conversation, and Diddy said, yeah, I can give my woman anything they want, but I can't give them that.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
Pointed at his penis.
Yeah.
Because when we did the interview, he had a video of the freak off on his phone.
No, where'd he get that?
What had happened is that Diddy always films these freak offs.
Yeah.
But they had the same phone, and he mixed them up.
Really?
Diddy was high and whatever else, so he just mixed up the phones.
So hold on.
So he used
Diddy
Sly's phone
to record.
Oh. The freak off with him and Daphne Joy, 50's baby mother.
Yeah.
And I remember in the interview, he said, yeah, because the thing is Diddy wants to give these women a well-endowed man because he's not very well-endowed. I said, what do you mean? He said, maybe 3 inches.
He's not that large in that area, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How big do you think Diddy is?
I would say maybe a couple inches, maybe 3. I don't know.
3 inches.
Yeah, it's
3.
Yeah, that's from what I seen.
Whoa.
And then he showed me the video.
Whoa.
And then the video leaked.
Whoa. So
Remember the video leaked a few months ago?
Yeah, but I wasn't looking for that.
Yeah, you weren't looking, but
I was like,
the proof is in the pudding.
I know. I was like, I'm glancing. So Diddy could have been in The Hangover. He could have came out the trunk instead of Ken Jeong.
Yeah, man. There's some wild times. Some
Diddy
wild
was
times
watching The
going on
Hangover
over there.
Diddy's watching The Hangover going, damn, he's back. Coming out of the trunk.
Yeah, you're right. It is kind of a nightmare. Like, I think my feelings would be hurt if I saw a dude that was more well-endowed than me, which is very rare in this world, but, you know, it does happen.
Whoa, okay.
No, I'm
TMI.
But I think my feelings would be hurt.
The Pale Punisher. They call me the PP.
The Pale Punisher.
The Pale Punisher, PP.
Do you know that the Punisher actually got a penis implant?
To make it bigger?
No, to keep his erection.
I mean, that's his line of work. So.
Well, sort of. By that time, he was just kind of retiring, but this was just more of an insecurity thing. So it's not something that makes you bigger. It's like a little pump they put in your testicles, and you pump up.
Oh, I think I've heard.
You pump blood into your penis. So basically, the hardest erection you've ever had in your life, you could have that every time for as long as you want.
But you got to pump it?
You got to pump it.
Where's the pump?
It up. It's in your testicles.
How do you pump it?
By pushing the bottom of your testicles.
That's
You're
wild
basically
work.
a cyborg at that point.
That's wild work.
Yes. Yeah.
That's wild. Hold on, baby.
That's exactly how it works. And what's funny is that when he was considering doing it, he talked to his doctor and said, hey, can I talk to a couple guys that have done it already? So he put him on the phone with a couple of, basically older black dudes. And they're like, yeah, young blood, go get that done. I wish I did at your age.
I called 4 dudes, all like 70-something years old. And as soon as I got on the phone, I said, hey, I'm 47 years old. I'm thinking about getting an implant. They was like, do it, young blood. It's the best. I wish I would have did it at your age. You're going to have so much fun. By the time I got off the phone with these guys, I was like, I'm doing it.
So he did it, and then he convinced his 60-year-old father to do it. And his father went on a rampage.
God. Oh, my God.
After I got it done, and a few months later, I'm like, yo, man, this is crazy or whatever. He was like, yo, what's that doctor's number? He went straight and got it done, man. And now he's a new man. He's a new man. And I want to say the first few months, my dad was turned into he was bugging out. You know what I'm saying? But it's come back to normal.
Bugging out what? Just a bunch of...
Just women, bro.
Women
Like my dad, 68 years old, every girl he dated was younger than me.
Okay.
He was making it happen.
Took a trip to the Philippines.
Thailand. Well, you talked about this in your special. You got a vasectomy.
I did.
Me too.
We talked about this.
Yes. Wait, did I convince you to do it?
No, you didn't convince me to do
Oh,
it.
okay.
I knew I was getting it done.
Oh, yeah. I did it as soon as I had my twins.
Same here.
Yeah.
I had my twins. I go, we're done here. We're done with this.
Have you pulled out since?
No.
Me neither.
No. Not at once. It's kind of freeing.
When I meet a girl, she says, I want you to pull out. I'm like, nah, this is over.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah. Nah.
We're breaking up. I didn't go through this operation to pull out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing
No.
like shooting blanks.
Well, it's funny, they can't give you 100%. They can't be like, you're 100% not getting a girl pregnant. My doctor basically said, look, it's a medical miracle if you do get a girl pregnant. So, yeah. So far, so good.
So far, so good. You actually got a prenup.
I got to prenup this marriage, yeah. Yeah.
I got a prenup too.
Yeah. It's it's funny when it is an awkward conversation. It is awkward because
Really?
Yeah, because the man side is prove to me you love me. You're not after me for my money. And the woman's side is, it's like you're preparing for divorce if you get it. So I stay middle of the road with it. You know what I mean? Even like you and Aries, I stayed in the middle. I see her point of view, I see my point of view, but I just told her, I was like, look, we can't do this without a prenup. You saw what I just went through. I cannot go through that again. And one thing I will say I've tried to work on social media and in general is not run off emotion all the time. Like, let me use some logic here. And the problem with divorce is a lot of times people aren't using logic. They're just going off emotion, especially
The women.
Whew.
Oh,
I went
yeah.
through that. I was like, what is going on right now?
Man, look, if I look at my life, I'm 53 right now. I can clearly tell you the 3 best business decisions of my life in order of importance. Number 1, launching VladTV, because that was the source of income for everything. Number 2, investing in stocks in 2011 and never stopping.
Right.
And number 3, getting a prenup.
Getting a prenup.
In that order.
Well,
In that order.
I can only say I can agree with you on one of them. Invested in stocks. I don't have a Vlad TV, and I didn't have a prenup in the first one.
Didn't have a prenup
But
in
the
the
second
first
one, I'm good. But the second one's gonna last. Second one's gonna last.
See, here's the thing. When I got divorced, I told myself and every woman I ever met that I'm never getting married again. I don't care what it is. I'm not going to get married again, and we're not going to live together. Those 2 things. Because even with prenups, that shit is hell, going through a divorce. And I feel like once a man has a certain amount of money, there's really no advantage to him getting married. There's only disadvantages. I know I'm raining on your parade right now as I'm saying this.
That's fine.
But me and you are real because me and you have conversations like this
Yeah.
on the phone.
Yeah.
You talked me through a whole lot of, situation.
Yeah.
If you get stabbed one day by, a little black girl during a show, you'll you'll know where it came from.
I can only speak from a man's perspective. So whenever a woman's talking to me about divorce, I just listen because I don't know that side of it. But if a guy wants to talk to me about divorce, then I can actually feel like I can give him some sound advice.
Yeah. Yeah, you gave me very sound advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's switch gears for a second. There's something I do on my show that you're probably familiar with called This or That.
Yeah. I've been waiting for this.
You've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
You've been on these lists.
Dude, I'm rarely picked. It's starting to piss me off.
You're rarely picked. You're
I'm
right.
like this. They don't even. I'm okay not getting picked.
So-and-so, Gary, so-and-so.
Usually by the time you get to me, you're with the big dogs, right? So usually I'm like, all right, yeah, either way, it's a preference, but it's just so fast. I mean, it's like this. Gary Owen or Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart. Gary Owen or Charlie Murphy? Charlie Murphy. I'm like this. Yo, can you give a thought real quick? Can you be like, it's a tough one, they're both beasts.
It's never been tough when it came to you.
It's been.
It really hasn't.
And some of the ones I was like, of course, when I saw Jess Hilarious, when I saw Corey Holcomb, I go, yeah, they're gonna, no, it was fake.
We'll actually play a couple of clips of people getting to you and see how quickly they actually
Oh, it's so fast.
pick up the people. George Wallace or Gary Owen?
George Wallace.
Charlie Murphy or Gary Owen?
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy or Gary Owen?
Come on, man. Charlie Murphy.
Donnell Rawlings or Gary Owen?
Man, I gotta go with Donnell Rollins.
Sinbad or Gary Owen?
You can't put Gary Owens in the same category as Sinbad, but hey, salute to Gary Owens.
When Aries did Ryan Davis, I said that's the first one I saw.
Yeah. Ryan Davis or Gary Owen?
Ryan Davis.
And I was like, yo, give it a second, bro.
Well, let's get started.
Okay, watch me. Okay, I'm gonna pick T.I. the whole time.
T.I. or Charleston White?
T.I.
T.I. or Bubba Dub?
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Will Mills?
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Alex Thomas?
Alex Thomas.
Alex Thomas or Afion Crockett?
Alex Thomas.
Alex Thomas or Pierre?
Ooh, you took me back with that one. Pierre.
Pierre or AJ Johnson?
Pierre.
Pierre or Lil Rel?
Lil Rel.
Lil Rel or Capone?
Lil Rel, and I'll tell you, probably over 20 years ago, I had a room in Cincinnati. And at that time, man, we brought everybody on my Tuesday nights before they were huge. I mean, everybody came through Cincinnati and did it. All the urban acts. And I can honestly say, out of the 3-4 years I had that room, nobody ripped harder than Lil Rel for that night. And he came on my podcast, we talked about it. And he was like, yeah. He goes, bruh, everything was hitting that night. So.
Okay. And by the way, this is a list of people that have been on VladTV.
Yeah.
So
I've seen
certain
it.
names
I
are
watch.
excluded.
I watch.
Lil Rel or Ricky Smiley?
That's a good one. Just straight, Lil Rel.
Lil Rel or Country Wayne?
Lil Rel.
Lil Rel or Jess Hilarious?
Lil Rel. God, I'm on a roll here with Lil Rel.
Lil Rel or Tony Rock?
Oh, Tony Rock. People don't. I've said it as a joke, but I've been on the road with Tony for years.
He's dope.
I was like, I haven't seen Chris Rock live.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I've seen Tony Rock live.
Me too.
And this is what I respect about Tony Rock. We've been on shows where the promoter will switch the lineup, and people get, they get up in arms if they're going. Some people want to go last. Some people don't want to go last. Some people will see who the lineup is, and if there's some strong people in front of them, they don't want to go last. I've been on the road with Tony, and Tony will just show up and be like, when am I going up? He really don't give a shit. First, second, third, he's like, I respect that so much in this business, because it's easy when you're on them ensemble shows. It should be easy. Who's ever making the least goes first. Who's ever making the most goes last. That's it. Unless you got like someone like Cedric hosting or something like that's different. But if you're talking about the stand-ups on the show, this isn't brain surgery. Don't take the money if you don't want to go last. I never understood that. If you want to be the headliner, you want to get the headliner money, well, motherfucker, you got a headline. Don't be like, well, I don't want to go here and call the promoter and switch it up. But one thing I'll say about Tony, I've seen it happen, and he really doesn't give a shit.
Tony Rock or Michael Collier?
Tony Rock.
Tony Rock or George Wallace?
That's a generational thing. It's like
Yes.
70s and 80s?
Yes.
George Wallace. George Wallace.
George Wallace or Charlie Murphy?
George Wallace.
George Wallace or Ryan Davis?
Ryan. George Wallace.
George Wallace or Arsenio Hall?
Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of Arsenio Hall stand-up. So I got to go George Wallace. I just haven't seen it.
Yeah, fair enough. George Wallace or Bill Bellamy?
Bill Bellamy's another one. He's like a Tony Rock. I've been on the road with him. He doesn't care where he goes up. He really doesn't. Have you ever seen the picture of, there's a legendary picture. It's like Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Marlon Wayans, Kevin Hart, and then the Roots drummer. They got a picture. They were at this, I guess they were at the Cellar one night. And Bill Bellamy's in the picture too. And that was and Bill Bellamy went last that night. That was like what I heard about that legendary night. And I was like, I mean, you just got to respect it. The guy that goes up after that. So, I'm going to go Bill Bellamy.
Okay. Bill Bellamy or Faison Love?
See, and that's one that passed me over too fast. I thought Faison was my dude. I said, dude, you're not even going to like say a good story about me? That's what I'm saying. If you're passing me over, at least act like we have a rapport, you know? So, Bill Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy or Sinbad? Yeah.
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Joe Torre?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Guy Torre?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Hope Flood?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Miss Pat?
Sinbad. See, now you're going to be like, ain't pick no women.
Sinbad or Donnell Rawlings?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Carlos Mencia?
Sinbad. Man, Carlos could probably do some of Sinbad's jokes, from what I hear.
Sinbad or D. Ray Davis?
Oh, man. Oh, this is the one. We might be here an hour. We might be here an hour.
That's my dude, by the way, D. Ray Davis.
Literally.
Shout out to D. Ray.
Shout out to two of the most underrated comedians that don't get their, I feel like they don't get their due. Because Sinbad, man, to be clean, that special we had in Atlanta from, what, 90, 91, something like that?
I remember that.
That was one of the best specials I've ever seen in my life.
Facts.
And then he did another one where it was like, God, about 10, 15 years ago, where it was like his comeback, and he had the band on stage. And again, I was like, God, he still got it. He ain't lost it. And then D-Ray, I've seen D-Ray for almost 30 years, and he never misses. He's another guy that doesn't mind going last. I respect those headlines. I respect those guys that just show up. What time am I going up? All right, and they don't care who's in front of them. They don't care who's behind. They just go, oh my God, dude, this is a tough one. This should have been the last two, honestly. How'd you pick this order? Was this random?
Just picked it.
Because if your next one is Shucky Ducky, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is that?
Oh, it gets harder. It gets harder.
This one's tough for me.
Okay. Sinbad or D. Ray Davis?
Man. Damn, D-Ray, fuck. Sinbad.
Sinbad or Corey Holcomb?
God, Corey's a monster too. Did Corey pick me for anything?
I'm not sure.
I don't think he did. We're gonna go Sinbad.
Hey, back.
I think Corey flew by me too. Faison and Corey were the two. I was like, damn, guys.
Sinbad or Elisa Sadiq?
It's a tough one too. Ali just found a loophole in the system, and he found his audience. He's almost like it's almost like half stand-up, half TED Talk, half Def Poetry Jam. Like, he's got that long stories, and one story can be like 30 minutes. With all that, I'm gonna say Sinbad.
Sinbad or Bert Kreischer?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Andrew Schultz?
Schultz is a beast too. He's a monster. Sinbad. God, Sinbad's got like 10 in a row, right?
Sinbad or Russell Peters?
Oh, that's my dog, man. I don't want to go against Russ. Damn, Russ lets me stay at his house. I don't want to mess that up.
Maybe not after this.
We'll go Russell Peters. Oh no, man. I gotta go Sinbad.
Sinbad or Mark Curry?
I do appreciate your platform. It feels like Mark Curry's getting his due. I've seen every comment be like, Mark Curry be ripping. God, we did a run through Japan together. We had a freaking ball. Me, him, and Lunel. He's funnier off stage. Damn. Sinbad.
Sinbad or John Witherspoon?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Michael Blackson?
Sinbad, motherfucker.
Sinbad or Joe Coy?
That's
Who's, by the way, doing stadiums now.
Oh, no, I know. That's my guy, too.
Yeah.
I'll say Joe Coy, just because.
Okay.
And I wouldn't have said that 5 years ago.
Oh, you know, he's leveled up.
No, but and he's strong. Like
Yeah.
his clips, he's in there. He can do the crowd work. He can do the written material. And he's selling tickets. Like he's got it all right now as a stand-up. You know.
Gets harder.
Okay.
Joe Coy or Lunel?
Lunel. I would say. Let me put a disclaimer here. Nobody makes me laugh harder in conversation than Lunel. If I can, I enjoy Lunel immensely, but if you're saying, hey, it's an hour, I'm gonna go Joe Coy. So I gotta go Joe, but I will say that all the women so far, Lunel's to me is the best of them.
Joe Coy or Tiffany Haddish?
Those are like best friends. Joe Coy. He's gonna be tough to take off.
Joe Coy or DC Young Fly?
Yeah, Joe Coy.
Joe Coy or Tommy Davidson?
Joe Coy.
Joe Coy or Lavelle Crawford?
Oh, you hit me with that motherfucker. I'm gonna go Lavelle. I've gone up after just about everybody in the business over the course of my life. I've never had a harder time following
Lavelle Crawford?
than Lavelle, bro. I'd be like, dude, because if he can get him, like sometimes he always rips. Don't get it twisted, but sometimes he don't get him when he can get him in his world and he's up there and he's just going and he's snorting. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be like this. Yo, when the snorts start happening, I go, oh, he in the pocket. He in the pocket, bruh. He's the heart. To me, out of my whole life doing stand-up, of anybody going up before me, he's a hard follow. And this is one of the points I'm making that Tony Rock, what I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
This tour we was on, where sometimes they were switching the lineup, Lavelle was on that lineup. And I don't think anybody wanted to say it. Nobody really wanted to go after Lavelle. Like, they were like, can he go last? And that's why some of the quote-unquote headliners, I don't care what they say, they didn't want to go after Lavelle. And that's why I was like, but I will say, and I love Lavelle to death, he also has a habit of going long sometimes. And that also fucks whoever going up after you anyways, because he'll wear them out. And if you're supposed to do 20 and you go out there and do 40 and you got 5 people on the show, the audience can get tired. And Lavelle will wear they ass out. So I love Lavelle. I'm picking Lavelle. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Lavelle.
Lavelle Crawford or Aries Spears?
Lavelle. Yeah.
Lavelle Crawford or Earthquake?
How many more we got?
Got a few more. Getting towards the end.
Lavelle and Earthquake. Damn. Shit. That's a hard one. I honestly, when I first got to LA, I've never seen anybody rip harder than Earthquake. He had a joke. It was his closer. And this was like late 90s, 98, 99. He had a joke about he was dating this woman and she had a child in a crib or something. And it was like, it had legitimate complaints. And it was like this baby was in a crib complaining to Earthquake about its life. But the way he was, and it was like, he went on a run. And the crowd just be like, and right before they would die, he would go, I'm Earthquake, y'all. and then the host would come like this, all right, give it up for Gary Owen. I go, motherfucker, you better tell some jokes. You better fucking. I'm gonna go Earthquake.
All right.
I didn't think I was gonna get past Lavelle, but I think that. Again, Earthquake always rips, but me seeing him in person for like a year or 2 years, every time he's on a show, just destroy like that. I've rarely seen anything like it.
Yeah, no, he's dope. He's dope.
Yeah.
He's been on my show a bunch of times. Good dude.
Yeah. So Earthquake.
Earthquake or TK Kirkland? And by the way, I apologize to TK for not having him on these lists previously. His name just ended up getting mixed up because there's so many names.
Yeah,
But he should have always been on this list.
You also should have had him on earlier. I would have picked him.
So you're not picking him?
Now I got it. Like I said, Earthquake. I didn't think I was gonna get rid of Lavelle.
Okay.
So I gotta go Earthquake.
Earthquake or Eddie Griffin?
That's a tough one too. Earthquake. I love Eddie to death. Earthquake.
Earthquake or Dion Cole?
Dion's been coming on strong the last couple years too.
Yep. A lot of Netflix specials too.
Fucker.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck him, man.
Earthquake. Just because of that. Out of jealousy.
I know, right? Again, like I know it's getting harder, but a lot of these guys, if they would have been earlier, I would have went on a run with Dion or Eddie Griffin, all that. But I gotta go Earthquake.
Earthquake or Cedric the Entertainer?
Quake. Earthquake.
Earthquake or D.L. Hughley?
Honestly, DL was, now everybody's doing crowd work. DL was the first to do it on Comic View back in the day. He used to be up there just picking people apart. So that's like 93, 94. And that's why you watched.
That's my dude right there.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah.
and now, crowd work's a thing, but if you really look back at it, on a consistent basis, every episode, DL was messing with the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That was, honestly, that's probably the first time. Him and Martin on Def Jam would mess with the crowd, and DL on Comic View was the first few times I had seen people just go at people in the crowd for no reason. It's different than somebody heckling.
No.
It's like, hey, what are you wearing? I'm just like, that's the first time I'd seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it live. It's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, it's a tough one, too. Earthquake.
Earthquake or Cat Williams?
Cat Williams, fucking force of nature.
Telling you, it gets harder.
So when I first started in the late 90s, before the internet, you still heard of stories about this guy from the Bay Area called Cat in the Hat. Mm-hmm. You heard stories. And then we were in a comedy competition. It was the Budweiser something Superfest, something. We had the auditions at the Comedy Act Theater. And then I got to the semis, but I didn't get to the finals because there was another white guy named Honest John. And I was in two contests, and I was in the Bay Area Black Comedy Competition, and I was in this Budweiser Superfest. And both times I got to the semis and didn't get to the finals, and Honest John got to the finals. And I'd always tell Honest John, for some reason, I was always going up before him, and I was like, and they'd announce like half the finalists before they announced the other half. And I would always tell Honest John, I said, look, if I don't make it, you can tell fucking knock-knock jokes. You're getting it. I go, but if I do make it, I go, I don't care how funny you are. You're not going to finals. They're only taking one of us, right? He was in one semifinal. I was in the other. And both times, Honest John got their finals. He was funny, though. But Cat.
Okay.
Just because I've seen him just annihilate rooms.
Well, and finally, the last one.
I know what it is.
Cat Williams or Kevin Hart? Two forces of nature in the comedy world.
I think Kevin gets a lot of hate. I don't know where it stems from either. I don't know where it stems from. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think the hate towards Kevin, where people will be like, he's, you know, they act like he's not funny, which I don't understand. I don't get it. But I think it's within the stand-up world. I just remember when I was open micing and you're on these shows when you first get to LA in the late 90s, there was always a list of like 10 guys going up that night and the urban nights. And if you saw Kevin's name on the list, you knew he was going to do well. You knew he was going to be funny, but you weren't worried about going after him. But you're only doing 5-10 minutes, right? And I keep thinking that's the only thing I can make any logic about these comics that, you know, don't support him or whatever. I don't understand it. Because I think they were thinking, why him? Why the little guy? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, look, in terms of my personal opinion, Kevin Hart is not my favorite stand-up comedian by a long shot. Like, I like Corey Holcomb better than Kevin Hart in terms of stand-up material. I can just relate to it more. I think it's more honest and so forth. But that's just me.
Yeah.
Clearly, one of them's doing stadiums, other one's doing clubs. One of them, I think Kevin knew how to play the Hollywood game very well.
Well, here's what I will say, too.
He didn't burn bridges. He's very nice. From what I understand, he's very good to do business with and so forth.
When you're around him, you get it.
Yeah.
Some people have it. Chappelle's got it. Kevin's got it. When you're in the room with him, I could see an exec going, yeah, I want to do that movie. I want to work with this guy.
Yeah.
He brings you into his world. And Chappelle's the same way. Chappelle, when you're around him, it's like, you're like, I just want to I want to hang out with him. You want to hang out with him. And he makes you feel like you're welcome also.
True, yeah.
So I was like, you know, he's got that it factor.
You got to pick one, though.
I know.
As we go off on tangents.
I know, but you want to give some context to why you're picking. Because you don't, man. I'm going to say Kevin Hart.
Okay.
It might be an unpopular opinion, but I saw him come up. So I've seen him when he had 10 minutes of material, and now he's got 10-hour specials out there. The only one that wasn't the best work was the one he did at COVID, where he was like in our pajamas with like 30 people.
It's like in his house, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he could put that one away. That's what was making me pause about this lineup. I go, yeah, that wasn't his best work. And there, I mean, honestly, there's some bias there. I've done 4 movies with him. He came through on my wedding, So yeah, there is some bias there, but that was smart. That was smart to put those 2 last. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been accused of like divide and conquer with these lists. Like,
it's just a matter of opinion, though.
Yeah, but look, like wars have like triggered from these lists. Remember, like when Aries picked Ryan Davis?
Oh, that's funny.
I think Pierre like challenged him to challenged one of them to like a versus or something.
Yeah,
you challenged Aries to a versus. Like,
yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Silly.
It's all an opinion.
Right.
And it's also like
everyone has their favorites too, and those favorites go on runs.
Yeah.
During this time.
Yeah, everyone's had a run.
Yeah.
I mean, just the one we just did. I went on an Earthquake and Sinbad run.
Exactly.
Everybody's got their picks, and there is some bias behind it. Like when I saw Corey, I was like, he was picking people that was good to him. You know what I mean? He goes, that guy was nice to me. I'm gonna pick him. Which again. Why did you not pause and say something nice about me, Corey? I'm like this. I've been nothing but good to you.
Well, there's people that are not on this list because I've never interviewed them, like Chappelle, like Eddie Murphy, and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
If you were to pick one person above Kevin Hart right now that wasn't on the list, who would it be?
Bill Burr.
Really? Bill Burr.
100%.
Okay, he's dope.
I think he's honestly, for me, he's gone into that Mount Rushmore. When people ask, what's your top 4 or 5 of all time?
Okay.
I see his interviews. He's the angry guy. And I laugh at him on podcasts. I laugh when he's sitting with Conan O'Brien. And then when I see his clips, I'm talking about the old ones, the new ones, I'm like, I didn't realize how good he is. I saw him at the Burbank airport, God, probably 15, 16 years ago, right? And he said something that really resonated with me. We're just having lunch talking. We're talking about the business, our frustrations, the good and the bad, right? And he said, Gary, you know what? I'm just going to be so fucking funny, they can't deny me. It was that simple. He's like, I ain't worried about if they want my comedy special, if they don't, is it Netflix, is it YouTube, blah, blah, blah. It was that simple. I'm just going to be so fucking funny, they can't deny me. I was like, yeah, really is kind of that simple when it comes down to it.
Okay, who is your Mount Rushmore of white comedians?
Well, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr's
George
one.
Washington. He's the top dog.
Okay, 3 more.
Sam Kinison.
Sam Kinison. Oh, you brought it back. Okay.
Mitch Hedberg.
I don't know who that is.
Oh.
I don't know
If
who
he
that
wouldn't
is.
have died of a drug overdose.
Oh,
right when he was
okay.
starting to pop.
Okay.
Got
one more.
George Carlin.
Yeah, I was going to say George Carlin.
Yeah.
There's
You
a
should look
few-
up Mitch Hedberg.
Okay, I'm going to look him up.
Yeah.
There's a few that you haven't mentioned that's on this list. Robin Williams.
Here's the thing. I heard he stole a lot. I can't vote for you. Even though I think his movies and everything else, and even some of the specials I saw, he was a wild man. It looked like he was on cocaine and shit. But when I heard those stories, and I'm pretty sure they're true, I can never put you on a stand-up list after that.
Jerry Seinfeld.
Not my cup of tea.
Really?
The laid back, the complete observational guy.
Huh.
Is funny, not saying that he ain't. He's just not what I want to watch
Okay,
for an
fair
hour.
enough.
You know what I mean?
Steve Martin.
But I don't ever look at him like a stand-up. He's like a variety act.
Yeah.
He always had like the chicken and the guitar and stuff. I don't look at him like
He's
just
a Gallagher kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't look at him like a traditional
Okay.
stand-up.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, that was before my time.
But he was a force. Do you ever watch like any of his clips? Like when he's
Yeah.
doing like late night television?
Yeah.
He's just banging them out.
Yeah.
Just banging them out.
Yeah. I know where you're going next now. I know who the next one is.
Who?
It's got to be Don Rickles.
I didn't think about him, but yeah.
Yeah. He's
vicious.
honorable mention.
Yeah. Okay.
Now that I'm thinking about it. Because you know what I loved about him? I love how with the cancel culture, he was so just everybody got it. Everybody got it. It's kind of impressive when you think about it. Like he was literally that show he did for President Reagan in front of all those stuffy politicians, and he was just going at their throats, and they couldn't help but when Reagan was laughing, everybody was laughing. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Can I switch it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm gonna have to take off Mitch Hedberg and put in Don Rickles.
Okay, there we go. A list that I'm actually fully familiar with.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? You mentioned Reagan. I just interviewed John Hinckley Jr.,
I didn't see it, but I saw you did an interview.
the guy who shot Reagan,
That was wild.
and 3 other people.
How'd he get out?
Well, do you know why he even shot Reagan?
Mm-mm.
So, remember the movie Taxi Driver?
With Robert De Niro.
Yeah, and Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
He kept watching that movie over and over again and started to identify with the De Niro character and became obsessed with Jodie Foster to the point of actually showing up at her dorm room, putting letters under her door, calling her. And he was convinced, because remember there was the scene in Taxi Driver where De Niro was going to shoot the politician.
Mm-hmm.
So he got it in his mind that if he killed the president, Jodie Foster would fall in love with him, and everything else in the world would just work out.
I was depressed and started after getting obsessed with Jodie. I started getting some delusions about her to the point in 1980, that when she went off to college to Yale, I went to Yale to pursue her there. I had seen her in some movies and some TV shows, and I just became obsessed with her from a distance. And then I went to Yale and slipped notes under her door. I talked to her on the phone a few times. I started thinking that, you know, in order to, quote, impress her and bring her into my life publicly, I would do this act of shooting the president.
And he's out?
And he actually did it.
But
By the way, Jody turned out to be a lesbian.
Yeah, but they let him out.
Well, he went to court and he was found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Okay.
And he spent 35 years in a mental institution and he finally got out a few years ago.
How was he in person?
Well, we did it remotely.
Okay.
He was out.
You ain't that stupid.
Yeah.
I thought he was sitting here like me.
Nah. He shot a standing president.
Oh my God,
okay?
dude. I'm a little disappointed in you, Vlad.
I might ask the wrong questions and get shot, right?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little disappointed. This ain't real hip hop.
Yeah, so I did it remotely. But, I mean, look, they actually changed the laws about, you know, not guilty by reason of insanity after his case because the public was really pissed off about that he wasn't convicted. Because not only did he shoot Reagan, but he shot 3 other people, one of which essentially had brain damage and died some years later due to complications. So there's a homicide thrown into that. See what I'm saying? You know, the Secret Service guy jumped in front of Reagan, got shot in the stomach, bullet bounced off the car, hit Reagan's lung. You know,
I guess I don't understand the logic. Like, if they're insane, then they don't know if they're really locked up or not.
You're out.
So just put them somewhere. Go somewhere. I always say that. Insanity people and pedophiles. I'm always like, yo, you can't fix that. You can't fix it. It's like, we're straight guys. We like women. We're always gonna like women. You can't fix a pedophile. So why, I don't know why we don't just have, like, you gotta have a pedophile prison only.
Well, they have PC where they put pedophiles.
No. I mean, pedophile prison.
Just straight pedophile prison.
Yeah. And
P.
and PP, pedophile prison. And then
you go to the PP.
Or, I mean, that's like to me, that's worse. That is worse than murder to me, is a child molester. I say you just find somewhere in this world, build a little wall, and let's do the Escape from New York. And only drop pedophiles in it and be like, you're on your own. Good luck growing crops. Good luck finding food. Good luck.
Well, you know who this is, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
Cindy Starr, who has been on my show multiple times. Remember, she had the whole Chingy romance rumor, which ended up being a lie, by the way.
Darius, too, right?
Well, no, the two of them were actually kind of hugged up together.
Like, Darius and her dated, right?
I guess so.
For Crary?
Yeah.
So, she still got a penis, but has breasts, right?
You know, I think so. I've never checked myself.
No, I'm saying that's what her thing is, right? Or
I don't know.
His thing?
I don't know. Well, because then I heard some sort of rumor that Darius, like, paid for his transition.
What jail's, and we'll know now.
Well, he's in a male prison.
So he's got a dick.
He's got a dick.
They're not going to put you in a male prison if you ain't got a dick.
Right.
I don't care what you were born with.
Well, sometimes they do, and they end up impregnating a bunch of the female inmates.
You have male inmates that were born males housed in female prisons that have actually been raping and impregnating actual female inmates.
That's happened before.
The what?
Well, they put transgenders into female prisons, and they end up impregnating a bunch of the female inmates.
Oh, you can't do that.
That's happened before. They've actually shut down prisons over there.
Yo. You know you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because if you a female and you're in prison, here comes some dick.
Here comes some dick.
I don't care what's attached to it. It's going
There's
down.
some titties attached, but it's still a dick.
And then, but the funny part is, because if you're a transgender, that means you really like dudes, right? Yeah. So you're a dude and you're transitioning to a woman. You like dudes. That's why you would do it. But if you still got your dick, right?
Yeah.
And you're in a female prison doing it with women, if your dick gets erect, I'd be like, yo, you lying to yourself.
You like pussy like the rest of us. Who doesn't like pussy?
If you really were about that life, your shit wouldn't get hard right now.
Exactly. It'd be like, ew, vagina, yuck.
Yeah. That mugshot was a motherfucker from the pictures I saw with the makeup on.
Oh yeah.
That.
Oh yeah. So apparently, Sydney met a 14-year-old boy in a hotel room and charged with like sodomy. So I guess she was hitting him from the back. I guess like.
That's so weird.
14-year-old boy though. I think Sydney is like in her 30s.
Yeah, but regardless, how does that even happen?
Probably the internet. Probably. I'm assuming. Who knows?
It's not in my world.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, held without bond right now, meaning that.
Oh, they got heavy evidence.
They got heavy evidence.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
There's actual video footage of Sydney and the boy going in. And I guess they probably did a rape kit on the boy and probably found, Sydney's handiwork and DNA. And
no bond. That means they got some heavy evidence.
Oh yeah, you're not getting out.
Yeah.
You're gonna stay here. You're gonna stay here for a while.
But if he's in a male prison, that's what he wants. That's Disneyland.
A lot of times they don't put transgenders. Well, he's in jail, right? But in prison,
regardless, he's in Disneyland.
Yeah, listen. If you throw a transgender in a male prison, it becomes crazy.
You're like this. He's in jail. Okay, so he's at Six Flags. When he goes to prison, he's at Disneyland. Either way, this isn't an unhappy ending for this person.
Yeah.
It's not like me or you going to jail. We're like, you know what I mean?
Well, what's your take on the whole David case?
The who?
The singer David.
Oh.
You're talking about a pedophile and a murderer.
I don't know why it took so long. Like, we all knew. I mean, when I was reading everything on it, like I said, I'm quick not to go off emotion. I like to read everything and let everything play out before, because I've learned through trial and error on social media. Don't jump to conclusions real quick. But that one, there was never another suspect.
No.
Ever. There wasn't like anybody else. Like, she could have been with him. It was like the whole time it was like his car with him.
Yeah.
He's not right.
The chainsaw, the marks from the chainsaws he ordered on Amazon match the marks on her dead body. Who chops someone up and then puts them in their own car and parks the car in the Hollywood Hills? Who does that?
Somebody ain't thinking right.
So they met online when she was 11 and he was 16, but they didn't meet in person until she was 13 and he was 18. And that's when the relationship started.
Yeah.
And it continued for, I think, 2 years after that. And apparently she texted him saying, I'm going to expose you and ruin your life or
About
whatever
being
else.
a pedophile and stuff?
Well, yeah. And right before she wasn't heard from again. And that's that. Yeah, I hope he gets the death penalty, honestly.
I hope
because California technically has it.
Yeah, I hope they handle it before it gets to that point. I hope the people in prison handle it.
Oh yeah, he is 5'5". No, he's 5'4", 125 pounds.
Yeah. I mean, Sidney Stark can handle that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll find a nice wig for him, maybe some lipstick, put him in some high heels.
Just get him off the earth.
Yeah.
We don't need that.
The only person I could think of who is more disgusting than David is the maternal instinct woman. They did the documentary about her. She cut out the baby from the pregnant friend.
Yeah. Oh, the one that was the wedding photographer?
Yes. The
And
fake pregnancy.
Oh my, that was...
And she cut the baby out of her friend to try to pretend it was her baby. The friend died and the baby died.
Yeah.
That to me is worse than what David did, because that's two murders just really on a disgusting level. You killed a baby.
That was...
A baby.
That literally was...
A baby that wasn't even born yet.
But the wild part is the lengths and the time it took for her to plan all that out. Wedding photographer. Oh, I'm going to befriend the wife. She's pregnant. I was like this. Yo. And her husband the whole time. Like, how did you not know?
Boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Yeah. How did you not know?
Well, because she was telling him that she came from a rich family. She's going to buy him this $8 million farm.
I'm talking about intimacy, though. You know when a girl's pregnant or not.
Well, she wouldn't let him have sex while she was quote unquote pregnant.
I understand that, but you see your wife or your girl, you see her body changing when she's pregnant.
Yes.
There's only you can't. The prosthetics aren't that good. Where does it take place at? Texas, right? Was it Oklahoma or Texas?
Some country ass. Yeah.
It's country town. I'm like she had high-end special effects.
Well, by the time this airs, VladTV will be in trial for the Tupac murder.
Oh. I thought that was done.
Yeah, August 10th.
Huh. I don't think he did it alone.
Well, everyone else is dead.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's the last one standing.
Did you ever cross paths with Tupac, or that was like after your time?
Nah, that was...
I mean, before your time, I mean.
It was right before my time. The Big N Tupac was right... God, probably less than a year, because I used to hear stories about them at Fat Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
Tupac would come through. Guy Torres all tell stories about Tupac and Suge.
Exactly.
Tupac was cool, but he was like, still, you had a little uneasy feeling when Suge was around. Like, something could go left here.
I remember one time, man, it was during the height of the East Coast, West Coast, right? So I'm at the House of Blues on Sunset, across from the Comedy Store, and I think it was LL Cool J or the Fugees at one of those concerts. And afterwards, he was like, "Yo, guy, what's up, man? What's going on Tuesday night? What's popping?" And I was like, a place called Peanuts, which was a lesbian spot where fine women was always in there. And he was in a drop top, like a convertible Rolls Royce. He's like, "Come on, let's go." And I was getting ready to go, and I was like, wait a minute. To myself, I'm like, this is a height of East Coast, West Coast battle. You're in a drop top Rolls Royce, rolling around in LA at night. Something said that's not safe.
Yeah, they're saying that Suge might actually testify in the trial. He's on the witness list.
Huh.
I don't think he'll do it, though.
So Diddy had nothing to do with it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
It's funny. That's what this goes back to, I think like I'm a broken record, but it also goes back to not reacting off emotions all the time. When somebody dies or something happens, God, you see it so many times. People just go left. Remember when Nipsey died and they was like, the government killed him. And I was like this, I don't think that's what happened here. And they're going to find out it was a jealous dude.
Yeah, in the same gang as him.
Yeah.
He was rolling 60s.
Just a jealous dude.
Yeah.
Was jealous of him, but I saw people on the internet just rolling. The government trumps people. I was just sitting there going, I don't think he's on their radar at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think Trump was trying to take out Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I go,
you
realize that sounds kind of ridiculous right now.
Well, but they were saying that same thing about Tupac. And that was like, when I did the first VladTV interview, that was his first serious full-length interview where he laid out the whole story, because the government killed Tupac. Oh, Tupac's still alive. He's in Cuba. Oh, they swapped his bodies. Like, there was all the dumb, Suge had him killed because he wanted, to make money off him. And I laid out the whole story. It's like, this is what happened.
Did you do that interview live?
Yeah. With security.
Well, okay. Got a little bit of street cred back.
Well, you chimed in when this was happening, when me and Aries Spears were going at it.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I thought so too. What's your take on the whole thing now that the dust is settled?
I thought it was great content.
Okay.
Take the sides out of it. I was thoroughly enjoying watching you, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching Aries go back and forth. I go, can we just keep this going for a couple more weeks? Because it was just, I usually watch podcasts and interviews when I'm like driving or, I'm getting older now, so when I take my walks. So whenever I see like Vlad and Aries and I'm like 28 minutes, I go, I'm gonna get 2.5 miles out of these fools. I think I'll put it like this. You messaged me and texted me and was like, thanks for staying neutral. You made some good points. I kind of look at both sides. I do think Aries was pocket watching.
Yep.
And that's really how this all went away. But I also think you put a lot out there. And I was like, oh, that wasn't really necessary.
Like
the
what?
makeup. I was like, who cares?
At one point, Aries was complaining because he needed a makeup artist. I mean, literally the only person I've ever interviewed that needs a makeup artist every interview.
But what's funny about the makeup thing is like, so I got red cheeks, right? So it can come and go, you know? If I'm in the sun too long, I was like, so I always carry, not always, but when I'm doing TV and stuff appearances, I carry a little bit of foundation just in case, right? And I always wouldn't tell anybody until Sebastian Maniscalco came out and he goes, I always powder my face for interviews. And people were like, what? He goes, if you do a talk show, you wear makeup, right? He goes, these podcasts get bigger numbers than the talk shows. And I was like, oh, now I don't have a makeup person. I don't do that. And sometimes I don't need nothing, but sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I was in the sun a little too long this week. I got to dull my cheeks down. You know what I mean? So the makeup part, I was like this. I was like, eh.
Yeah, shout out to Candace. And by the way, I don't know if you've noticed, there's an actual meme now of Aries Spears getting makeup put on by a fake Candace. Like, it's an AI. Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's literally in the comments. You'll see like people adding like and so
yeah.
forth.
But here's the thing.
Okay, so I put out the makeup thing.
The makeup thing was a little much, and
people that I was roasting at that point.
You were,
yeah.
But people not in the business, they're like, fucking makeup, but I'm like, motherfucker, every production you're on outside of podcast, here's I'll put it like this. I've always heard, George Clooney wears no makeup in the movies, which pisses me off even more because he's that good looking and you don't wear makeup, you fuck, right? Working on a bunch of movies, going back to Kevin Hart, he doesn't eat shit. He goes in, they look at him like this. He's in the makeup chair like, all right, you're good. He don't eat nothing. Other people, they gotta need a lot. So, but I think we knew. I saw the interviews, I was like this. I knew before he even said it. I was like, oh, he got some work done. So I knew. So when you said, I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know what I mean? But I didn't think it was necessary to say. But I understand you was roasting. You was in your emotions.
Yeah.
You was going. Now, where we disagree, and I think we're going to continue to disagree on this, is his ticket sales went up as he became a regular on your show.
Yes.
But he also started investing in a camera guy to go on the road with them and get the clips.
Mm-hmm.
At the core, I think outside of like Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan, I think outside of guys like that, I think most guys stand-ups blow up because of their stand-up in today's day and age. I do think it helped. Don't get it twisted. I think VladTV helped Aries immensely. But I also think if he was just doing Vlad and not putting out clips, I don't think his ticket sales would have jumped like they did. So, but I do think if he would just put out clips without Vlad, I also think it would have jumped. Not as much as it did, but it would have jumped because he found his niche with the clips.
Listen, who knows? All I know is that I feel like we had a good chemistry. We did good work together. It lasted a bunch of years. And it all ended in a situation similar to your Nate Jackson situation, where suddenly he's coming at me and saying, I need a raise. Look at these comments. Yo, look at this comment.
What do you mean me and Nate?
You and Nate Jackson.
We didn't end bad.
No, but you guys had a little back and forth, and you said it was because he reads comments a little too much.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's too into comments. And when Aries came at me over text message, he started sending me comment after comment. And I said, we're not going to have a business discussion based on YouTube comments.
Yeah, you can't.
Because here's the thing. What if I find 100 comments of how much people hate you? Do I get a discount?
Right. I agree with you. The comments.
It's fucking YouTube comments. Yo, but my fans say they bought memberships because of me. Yeah, because they're your fans.
Yeah, but
people say I'm the GOAT. Yeah, people tell me the same thing. This is what happens when you're out and about. We all get told we're the GOAT. It doesn't really mean that we're the GOATs. Like, it just means that we have fans.
Yeah. No, I'm the GOAT.
Yeah.
But listen. No, I hear you. I am the GOAT. But listen, I do think that's not a good soapbox to stand on.
No.
Is YouTube comments.
Yeah.
Because you're not, even YouTube's gonna look at you like, we're not giving you more money. We give you more money off views.
Not comments.
That's it.
That's it.
So the comments don't mean shit.
Exactly.
I honestly, selfishly, I hate it end it because Aries is good on interviews. He's opinionated. And sometimes you be like, I can't believe he said that about that dude. You know what I mean? And he said it himself. He's burned a lot of bridges because of his opinion. You know what I mean? Like, safe to say, he's never going to be an Ice Cube movie. I think we can all agree. That's not happening.
Ever.
You know what I mean? So,
Ice Cube does nothing for me as a rapper and an actor. Nothing.
I mean, but
I don't feel. Here's the thing. There's one thing being honest. There's one thing being opinionated, and it's done well for him. He's doing well. But at the same time, is it worth it? Is it worth me saying Ice Cube? I don't like Ice Cube as an actor. I don't get it. 50 Cent. I don't get it. I don't think he's a good actor. Is it worth it? Knowing that, hey, your name might be coming up in a room with these guys, and like, hey, maybe we'll put this guy as this character in this movie. You never know when your name's coming up behind closed doors.
Right. That's how Tommy got his role instead of you. You know, on Power. For you talking shit about 50 Cent.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
Right?
You know, it was close. It
I was right
close
there,
between you
motherfucker.
two.
Yeah. I was thinking Tommy Davidson. I was like, what Tommy Davidson get?
Here's the thing, right? I fashioned myself business-wise after Vince McMahon. To me, it's just business, right? You want to talk shit, you want to create a bunch of drama online that I participate in, we can come back and we can do it again, right? And when this whole started, you know, this whole thing started, he was like, yeah, Vlad, I'll come back and do your interview for free.
I saw that.
You know, but you're too much of a pussy to do that. And I'm like, challenge accepted.
I saw that.
I'll come on your show one more time for free. You ain't gotta pay me shit. And we can talk about it right then and there so we can get the truth. Because there's 3 sides to the truth. Your story, my story, and the truth. So don't be a coward, bring me back, and let's go through it.
You gonna tell a Jew you gonna come back for free?
I didn't think about that.
What am I supposed? That's my kryptonite.
He was like, yes.
Okay?
If he, that's like
100% off? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't care what it is. I'll take it.
I did see the one where Aries like he did like a rap. And
oh yeah, he did Cannabis. Second round knockout.
That's it.
A song that nobody of this generation knows.
I was like,
it was so obscure.
Yeah, but he did all the words. I was impressed. I was like, he's still going. He was like, if he dies,
yo, that was the worst shit ever.
And I'll take a page out of Cannabis's book, Second Round Knockout against LL. We could get it live in front of the cameras on your own sitcom. I'll let you kick a verse. Fuck it, I'll let you kick them all. I'll even wait for the studio audience to applaud. Now watch me rip the tap from your arm. Stick you for your Vanguard award in front of your mother first, second, and third born. Have me get on the horn, call Minister Farrakhan, so he could persuade me to squash it. I say, now fuck that. He started it. He forgot what a hardcore artist is.
No.
That was the worst shit ever.
He's
that
a
was
hip-hop head,
horrible,
though.
right?
He was a hip-hop
horrible?
head.
No, he's not.
No, I don't know
he
that
knows
song.
Nothing. Like Aries knows nothing after the year 1999 in terms of hip hop.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's the worst hip hop head ever. He doesn't know what the clips are. He said, who? I said, the clips?
Well, hip hop in the 90s head.
But then it stopped at that point.
Yeah.
He kept being alive.
If
like,
he dies,
you know?
he dies.
Right. So I accepted his offer. You know what he said? I need 48 hours. And then he's like, oh, I need to think about it for 48 hours.
So you guys are going at it and still texting each other?
Well, okay, so the 48 hours happened, and I'm like, what's up? No, I'm good.
But is this, let's be honest with me.
We have texted each other, and it's still very...
Is this all bullshit? In like a year, you guys are going to be like this? Fooled you?
No.
There's no way to ever...
We actually are going at it, right? To the point where he said, you wouldn't say that shit to my face. I say, pull up. No security, me and you. I'll say it to your face.
Is,
all of it.
Nothing can ever rectify this? He would have to apologize, maybe?
He could, I don't need an apology. He can come back and we could do it face to face. But he doesn't want to do it. And listen, everyone told me, like academics, like, yo, man, don't go head up with a comedian. Because I'm like, I'll go head up with anybody. Like, I'm not scared of Aries. Verbally or physically or whatever else. Like, yo, we can go face to face and we could talk it out. But Aries knows that I actually have the truth and the actual facts behind everything. So he can't come with this bullshit.
Well, I mean, I don't think you both kind of told the same story. It's just, he said Bootsy was getting this amount. He feels like he deserves more.
So basically, I called Vlad and said, look, I feel like I want a little bit of bump in pay because I know my value. So you're mad at me because I'm recognizing my worth?
And then
why?
Was
because you found out what the amount was? You don't do Bootsy numbers.
I'm not saying he was right. All I'm saying is, I'm just saying it pretty much was the same story. He wanted a raise. You said no.
Well, no, I didn't even say no.
You said, let's talk about it. Let's look at the numbers.
I said, let's talk about it. Let's look at the numbers. And he said, cool. And I said, what time do you want to do it? And he said, 4 o'clock. I said, cool. And the text messages are all right there, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he's ordering me around. I didn't order him around. I asked him the time. He told me the time.
Yeah.
That time came around. I called him. He didn't answer. I texted him. I said, we still going to do it. He didn't answer. The next day, I hit him again. And I said, do you still want to have this conversation? And his response was, yeah, at some point. And I said, man, go fuck yourself at some point. Wasting my fucking time.
Well,
man, fuck
you. Okay, let me be the voice of reason here. Aries was not in the right by saying, hey, 4 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. Because, you know, if that would have been, I don't know, if that had been Spike Lee or Steven Spielberg, he would have picked up the phone at 4 o'clock, right? So, yeah, he was wrong in that. Now, you just going, fuck you, man. I don't give a fuck. We're done. I had a little bit of a reaction.
So I said, yo, I'm fucking done. Fuck him. He's not welcome to the platform anymore. I don't give a fuck. Aries was making, after expenses, about half the profit. And I said, yo, I could get in front of the camera myself and make that without the fucking headache of this dumbass motherfucker.
Could have just been like, all right, just let me know. Could have said that. But you also, I see your side of things because you were the one paying him. It's different.
I was paying him fairly. He had just gotten a raise. And his show bookings were clearly going up. And I wasn't seeing a piece of that, nor did I want to see a piece of it. It was clearly a relationship that he had a bigger advantage than I did financially because he's getting more show money and he's getting a piece of my YouTube money.
Yeah.
I'm just getting my YouTube money, and it's not like I'm making a lot off these YouTube views because you can see what the views are. And at the end of the day, you just got greedy.
Well, we're going to find out. I'll tell you what. Your theory was VladTV was a big reason he blew up.
Mm-hmm.
My theory was, yeah, you helped, but I think the bigger reason was the stand-up clips.
Okay.
We're going to find out in the next year.
The next few years.
He's not on Vlad no more.
Nope.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Hey, look, if he's at the Des Moines Funny Bone on a Wednesday, you were right. if he's at the Radio City Music Hall in 2 years, I was right.
Yeah. Right. Listen, I never said he's not funny. I never dissed him. I said that his opening act was trash. You know?
I know a lot of headliners that.
Well, let me ask you a question, because this is something that came out afterwards, after the whole back and forth, and a bunch of comedians called me and confirmed this. Aries Spears, when he goes and performs, one of his demands is that he never has a black opening act.
Mm-hmm.
Ever.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You've heard that.
I
like, even if the club has openers that are supposed to be there, he'll refuse to perform if they go before him, as if all black people have the same content and there's nothing for him to talk about.
This nigga Aries came in that and said, I don't want nobody black on my show.
Yeah, I see Aries' logic behind it, because he's probably thinking, I don't want a black guy going to perform me going, hey, white lady. Hey, you with the black dude. You know, I don't, sorry if that was a black voice. So I kind of understand why he might think that. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I'll just put it like this. If you're the headliner, you put in your time, you paid your dues, it's like, it's your show. What do you want? Do you want a woman? You don't want a black guy on the show? Okay. Only he can say that, though. Hold on. A white comic can never say that. Look, I don't want no black people on my show.
But what if you say I don't want no white people opening up for me?
Me?
Yeah, if you said that, that wouldn't necessarily be a problem.
It wouldn't be a problem. No, it wouldn't be a problem. That's That's been like that for me for a long time, but not anymore.
What do you mean? You've said
no, I've never said it.
Oh, okay.
But the clubs will just put a black act with me. Oh, Gary's coming. We're definitely putting a black act for this weekend. You know what I mean?
Well, one of the things that Corey Holcomb said, because I did his show, then he did my show, is that Aries is funny, but what sets him apart from the great comedians is that he never talks about his own life.
See, Aries Spears can do impersonations real good. He ain't gonna talk about his life. The reason you could never be a good comedian, Aries, this is my opinion, because you scared to tell the people who you really are.
And I've watched a bunch of your specials. You really talk about your own life.
Yeah.
Corey tells you details about his life you wish you never heard.
Yeah.
Right? But it's funny.
Yeah.
And you can tell it's 100% honest.
Yeah.
But I've watched Aries multiple times perform, and sure enough, he does jokes and impressions. He never talks about his own life. Do you think that you could be a great comedian without talking about your own life and having that level of honesty and openness with your audience?
Yeah, I don't think Chris Rock talks about his life.
Yes, he does.
What's he say?
His last special was about getting slapped by Will Smith. The whole special.
Well,
the whole special.
Well, I'll say in the past.
How much more honest can you be?
I just say before that, I would consider Chris Rock great. And I don't think he ever talked about his wife, his kids.
He did talk about his kids. He talked about how his kids, he got him out of private school and all that type of stuff. His little girls. He talked about divorcing his wife, trying to holler at Rihanna. Yeah, Chris Rock 100% talks about his own life.
Yeah, I clearly don't watch him as
You
much
do
as I
not watch
should.
Chris Rock enough.
Yeah.
Yes, no, he absolutely does.
I'm like this.
I'll have to call you out on that one.
We'll take that out. Tony Rock's funnier anyways, so it doesn't matter. Just kidding.
He gonna slap you when he sees you.
It's like this. Aries don't know hip hop. Gary don't know stand up. I guess there is some truth to that. When you think of, if you're looking at the great ones, there is a little bit of truth to that. I don't think Aries has a lot of specials out.
He has none.
So
Well, he has some old ones.
Yeah, old ones. I'm talking about the last 5, 6, 7 years.
No, he has no specials.
He's got clips, but it's pretty much the crowd. So I don't know his act. I don't know if live, is he doing that? I don't know.
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
No, he does jokes and impressions.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
but there is some truth. I will say Corey is as wild as Corey be talking sometimes. If you can get between the wildness and really listen to what he's saying, sometimes he's saying a lot of things a lot of people don't want to say. Or he's saying things that we talk about in the green room, but we don't talk about on camera. Similar to Cat Williams when he went on Shay Shay. He was talking about a lot of stuff that all the comedians kind of knew, but we were like, damn, he's really saying it, on camera.
Yeah, listen, Aries is welcome to come back to VladTV at any point. I'm not going to pay him anymore. It's going to be free.
That hurts.
Well, because when he said, I will come back and do it for free, I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
Right? What am I to pay him at that point? He can come back and we can do it face to face. We can see where it goes.
Let me ask you this. How many times was he coming in a month?
About once a month, but consistently for years.
Okay.
Because he lives down the street.
Okay.
And
So
he's
he
usually
just drove down.
Yeah, he's
did an
usually
interview.
free on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
I'm usually free on Tuesdays. So it's like a Tuesday
That
thing.
was easy. That was easy money.
It was easy money. He was getting $4,000. He tried to tell, I get 5 digits when I do Vlad. No, you don't.
It ain't like I'm on there for free. He pays me.
Correct.
He pays me a nice 5 figures.
Yeah.
So if my choice is either stay home on a Tuesday and do nothing and earn nothing, or go sit down for an hour and a half and walk away with 5 figures where I could not make anything, what am I gonna do?
No, I agree.
I'm gonna make the money and I get to check them.
You were getting $4,000.
I honestly say you're one of the few guys that pay for podcasts. A lot of guys will fly. Now some do fly in, put you up, all that stuff, but it's like, some of them,
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind paying. I remember when I was about to start putting all this information out, because remember, before the Aries situation, Boosie didn't want to do VladTV because I didn't want to pay him an extra $5,000.
Yeah.
I wanted 5,000 more than he wanted to pay me. He didn't want to pay me, so.
You come to find out he was already getting paid $25,000 and he wanted 35, which was at that point, like, I'm going to lose money every time. And a lot of people, the Boosie situation happened, and then it kind of bled into the Aries situation, and people are like, yo, Vlad, do you feel like you made a mistake by putting your numbers out there like that? Because now people are pocket watching and so forth. I said, not at all, because I could justify my numbers with somebody if I sit down with them.
Yeah.
I don't just pull the numbers out my ass because I like this person. If a person says, well, I don't, how come I don't get this? This is why with Aries, when he was hitting me, like, look at this comment, look at this comment. I'm out with my kids, doing escape room, an escape room, and I'm on my phone, and I'm like, let me come home, get in front of my computer and look at the numbers.
Yeah.
And let's see if there's some wiggle room here.
That was the most Jewish answer you could give.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, yo, if a person's like, I deserve this, it's like, well, here's what you got in your last interview. And here's the person you're comparing to, this is what they got in their last interview, views-wise. It's all public, look at it. You can't be mad because your views are not like that person. I can't pay you in order to lose money. I paid over $1 million to my guests. I think I'm probably up to like 1.2 million at this point. Nobody in the YouTube space has done that. Nobody in the comedy space has done that. Seriously.
Everybody,
especially during the pandemic when people are fucked up in the comedy community and couldn't fucking tour. I was putting money in people's pockets during that time.
Yeah.
Buying people groceries and everything else like that were really fucked up, because I don't mind sharing the money and we're all eating. But
well, that's what I'm saying. It has to make sense.
Yeah.
And also it's all about how it's presented too. Like if you're calling you saying, hey Vlad, I saw what you're paying Bootsy. Can we sit down and talk and go over the numbers? And if there's some wiggle room, I think I deserve a raise. And if
no
not,
problem.
Fine.
We'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
We'll have a conversation about it.
Yeah, but you can't be quoting cannabis and be like, if he dies, he dies. It's kind of drawing the line in the sand there, But I ain't gonna lie. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it myself.
The back and forth.
I enjoyed it
watched
myself.
When he did, I went to interviews he was doing. I went to interviews you was doing. It was like tennis. And I stayed, I did the one comment on my podcast about it, and that was it.
That was it.
I was like, I thought I was pretty in the middle on it. You saw your side, saw his side, because I'm cool with both you guys, so.
Well, Corey Holcomb went viral recently on my interview when he said that he only dates young, poor women. Because those are the only type of women that can make him feel like a king and will hold their tongue.
I mean, it's what's out here for me now. If I want to be the king that I want to be, I have to date people that are very impressed by me. And I know where to find that. And I think it's unfair that people are mad that I have found a way to be hailed as the leader. You know what I'm saying? We're men. We don't want to be with somebody who thinks they're equal to us. It's just nobody wants to say that. Well, I want to be with a woman who thinks she's equal to us. You're not my equal. I'll beat your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Why they gotta be, how young? Young is different.
20s and up.
All right. That's too
He's
young.
older than some of their dads.
Yeah. He's like
56, I think, at this point.
Oh, I know Corey's older than me.
Yeah.
But Corey was good for his age if he's 56.
Yeah.
It was good. But yeah, he's at that age he could date
I'm
the
sorry.
mom
I'm
or
sorry.
the daughter.
58.
Oh, yeah,
58.
He could date the mom or the daughter.
Might be able to date the grandma, actually.
Yeah.
At 58.
Our line of work, though, yeah, we're supposed to be dating younger women. That's the truth. Our line of work, entertainment,
yeah,
we don't date the older. You don't date women older than you. Well, if you're married and you have history, that's different. But once you get divorced and and I know, a girl my age or older, hang it up. I don't care how in shape you are. I'm like this. We're good. I think, was it Louis C.K. said a funny joke? He was like, in our line of work, when you're in your 40s, you date girls in their 30s. When you're in your 50s, you date girls in their 40s. When you're in your 70s, you date a girl in their 20s, and she gets all your shit.
Well, how old are you right now?
53.
Oh, we're the same age.
Yeah.
I'm 53. I saw this meme, right? It was so accurate. He said, being in your 50s these days is so wild. Some people are celebrating 30 years of marriage. Some people are dating 20-year-olds.
I'm in the 20s. My wife's in her 30s.
Some people are having grandkids. Some people got newborn babies.
Okay, yeah.
Some people look like they're in their 70s. Some people look like they're in their 30s.
Yep.
I feel like I still look in my 30s.
50s
you know?
is wild. I think I'm mid-40s.
Mid-40s? All right.
I'm
I'll
gonna
take
go
that. I'll take mid-40s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're both
What's
in
the
good
GQ
shape.
method?
The what?
GQ method. If you a man with power or money, you should date a woman half your age plus 7. So if you're 50, you date a 32-year-old.
Okay.
You know what I mean? If you're whatever, do the math. 50 to 30. That was easy.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
That's the GQ method. And I think that is true. I was like, that makes sense.
Okay, so your wife is how old?
33, 34.
34. 33.
Yeah.
Okay. And you are 53.
But she turns 34 before I turn 54. So it
Okay.
ain't 20 years.
It's 19.
It's 19.
It's some change.
Yeah, I just turned 53. July 26th. I just
I'm
turned.
June 28th.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, for most of it,
I'm a month older than you.
for most of it, it's a 19-year difference. There's a little window where it's 20. You're at that window right now. You know?
I'm trying to think between me and you, if we have a white guy that primarily dates black women contest, who would win between me and you? And we're the same age, so we have the same landing strip here, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Who would date?
How many black baby mothers do you have?
2.
Me too.
I got 2.
Right, because I got one on the way.
Well, this is a different this and that.
Yeah. How many black ex-wives do you have?
1.
I got 2.
Okay. Yeah, but that one was a motherfucker to get divorced. That was a lot. That was 4 divorces in 1, bro.
How many black kids do you have?
6.
Yeah, see, I got 3.
Yeah. Well, I only had fun making 4 of them.
What do you mean?
So I got twins.
Yeah.
And my oldest stepson, my wife's side, my ex-wife, that wasn't mine. And then my current wife, she had a daughter.
Okay, so you have
already.
2 stepkids and 4 biological kids.
So 4 from my
4
mom's.
biological, right.
4
so you got 1 more biological than me.
Yeah, I got 4 biologicals.
Okay, it's kind of close. It's kind of
think I'm
close,
winning
right?
right now.
Because I got more black ex-wives, but you got more black kids.
Yeah. And I'm raising other people's kids.
Oh,
and,
there's that too.
And my stepkids are full black.
I think you might win, man.
Hold on. 4 mixed, 2 holes.
I got no stepkids, so yeah. We know the night is young. We'll see what happens.
I got to deal with black baby daddies.
Oh, okay. All right, so maybe you win. I guess you win in that regard.
I've been lucky in that department. Both the dads were cool.
Yeah?
I got lucky in that. There's been no drama there.
Okay. Well, you said something interesting in one of your stand-up clips, and I could actually relate to this as well. When you and I are out and about, black people are constantly walking up to us and asking for photos and everything else like that, but never white people.
Well, it's changed the last year.
Oh, has it?
For me.
I occasionally get the white guy or the Latin guy.
Nah, it's
Asian guy every so often.
It's changed. That was the case for a majority of my career, but the last year, probably 2 years, it ain't like that no more.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I just did Irvine. It was, I bet you, 20% black people in there. It was sold out all weekend.
Huh.
I've noticed on this tour, so I've been on this tour since January, right? All the Latino heavy cities, I saw way in advance. Way. So you're looking at most of the Texas cities, most of the California cities, Phoenix, basically anywhere where there's a huge Latino population that I've never been, like El Paso, Midland, Texas. When I saw that on the tour routing, I was like this. In the past, I would have been like this. Not a lot of black people in El Paso. Not a lot of black people in Midland. It don't. Now, and I attribute it to getting in the algorithms, right? Facebook's been my big one. Like Matt Rife was TikTok, Nate Jackson was TikTok. Mine's Facebook. And when I start posting the military clips about my time in the military and military jokes, those go everywhere. You don't realize how many people either are dependents of military or in the military or ex-military, to the point where, like, the Army's page, it's on their page, my joke, right? So, I mean, I attribute it to putting out clips all the time, similar to how you do your interviews. And also, there was a huge jump when I started really focusing on some military jokes. So
now white people like you.
Yeah. It's like I do a joke now where I'm on stage and I go, when black people stop me, it's pretty loud. Oh, shit. I ain't trying to blow your spot up. I said, white people, it's like I'm a secret. It's like they just walk by like, I know who you are. Don't worry, I'm not going to say nothing. You're fine. You know.
How much flack did you get when you were on The Breakfast Club and Charlamagne asked how long you've been faithful to your wife?
No, that was him and Andrew Schultz's podcast.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, that was so long ago.
People still talk about it though.
Oh my God, it got a second life.
Yeah, you
when the
kinda
divorce
choked
happened
on your answer, kind of.
Yeah, it was so random. Like, I go in there and Andrew Schultz and Charlamagne are talking, and Andrew's, I'm not even in the conversation. So I'm thinking I got a break to get a drink, right? So they're talking to each other, and they've been talking to each other for a minute. And then Schultz goes, I'm getting you back to cheating, Charlamagne. That's my goal this year. And Charlamagne goes, nah. He goes, faithful where it's at. He goes, Gary, how long you been married? I was like, 16 years. And I'm thinking, that's it. So when he said, how long you been faithful? I was like, oh, I got to answer. The latte was halfway down my throat. And I just choked.
Yeah, I'm going to get you back to cheating, bro, this year. That's my goal. That's my goal for 2019.
16 years.
How long you been faithful?
That was God saying, look. And the funny part about that, it didn't go viral till later. So when the divorce happened, my ex-wife, I said on Schultz's podcast, it came up in court. It came up in mediation, not court.
Okay.
We end up settling on mediation. But she brought it up in the room. She goes, yeah, I saw the video where you choked on the coffee. And I went, really? She goes, I can't believe I never saw that before. Where was that? I go, man, I was not reposting that when I was married.
Well, but here's the thing. In a divorce, cheating really doesn't matter.
Especially in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's a no-fault state. Yeah,
California, no-fault state. Who cares?
Yeah,
you know, you could have had 1,000 women during the course of your marriage.
Because my lawyer told me that because when she was like, when my ex was kind of on her little rampage against me in the middle of the divorce, she goes, you know, everything she's saying does not affect your divorce.
Right.
When the funniest when we go to the divorce, when she accused me of having a Bumble account, I go, what?
What is that?
Some dating website.
Oh, okay.
I go, I don't have a Bumble account. She goes, Trevor from Bumble. I go, I don't even know. I was like saying, they go, what is Bumble?
Here's the problem. You and I are too famous to go on dating apps.
That part.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when I became single again, I'm like, shit, what do? I can't go on Match.com or whatever like I did back in the day. Like, I gotta figure this out.
I was thinking that too. I was like, you know, I can't do that. Right?
No,
like,
no.
It's impossible.
It'll become fucking Shade Room like a post.
Oh my God.
Gary Owen on Tinder.
What it was, and I can't confirm this, it had to be a dummy account. Like somebody was using my picture to probably do it. Because I've seen that before too. And you probably have too. There's probably been.
Yeah. Oh, there'll
be Instagram pages that aren't mine.
Exactly, yeah.
Facebook, they'll send a message, hey, join my fan club. I go, it's not me. I'm not sending you a message on Facebook saying join my fan club.
So, you did cheat on your ex-wife.
Oh my God,
a few times, here and there.
Yeah.
With your current wife, do you guys have an understanding, or are you expected to be 100% faithful?
Expected to be 100% faithful.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why do that at 53?
What do you mean?
Why?
What?
I'm going there right now.
Why not?
Why? You're on the road all the time. You're around beautiful women all the time.
Why?
You are a man.
It's definitely, I know I've slowed down a lot.
Slowed down or stopped?
Well, I'm talking about going out. I'm talking about going to clubs, all that stuff. I don't
You're
really do
already
that anymore.
at the club. That's your job.
No, I'm talking about nightclubs and bars.
Because there's no women at the comedy club, right?
The biggest difference is between this marriage and my last marriage is like we weren't intimate, right? At all. We had sex 3 times the last 6 years of our marriage, right? Writing's on the wall, right? And also, even before that, you know, we weren't in sync in the bedroom. I'll put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that with the current wife. Like, I enjoy being intimate with her. I enjoy having sex with her. I look forward to coming home, you know, and I've already told her, I said, look, just know the day I get home, just be ready. That's how you keep a man. Be ready, all right?
Yeah, I don't think enough women realize, how should I phrase this without getting canceled? Like, if you tell your man, yes, every time that man wants to have sex, you have no idea how far that goes in a relationship.
Or initiate.
That too. But to basically be okay every time a man wants to have sex, even if it's every day, multiple times a day, whatever else, to just be cool with that. Because I realized that all my best relationships, that's how they were. Whenever I wanted to have sex, the girl was like, cool, let's do it. It wasn't like, I'm going to force you. No, it was never like that. I don't want those types of relationships.
Yeah.
But the relationships where the girl's like, no, I'm not in the mood. Let's do it tomorrow. Once a week is cool, whatever else. That's when the sexual frustration starts. And that's when I start looking at other women. And, you know, next thing I know.
I mean, that's the truth. You're not lying. I don't know if I would go, every time I want to have sex, she has to have sex with me.
I'm not saying has to. But women who say, listen, that's going to be part of our relationship. I'm going to cater to this man in this way. Not to the point of forcing, you know, because you know when a person's into it or not, right? If they're just like, okay, fine. Like, no, I'm not saying that.
Right.
And a lot of women are like, oh, it's not our jobs to have sex. We're not your sex slaves and whatever else.
Not sex slaves. I mean, that is you're a roommate if you're not sleeping with your spouse.
Yeah,
I don't
much.
want a roommate.
Yeah.
That's what I came out of.
Yeah.
And she did too. This isn't a knock on my ex-wife.
Yeah.
The feeling was mutual. Like, we just weren't into each other. If we were, we would have been sleeping together. The fact that we went through COVID and weren't intimate and slept in the same bed for like 5 months, you know what I mean? This one's different, you know? And we discuss it. I'm like there's times that she doesn't, if she's not in the mood, you can't just go, no, I'm not in the mood. You have to be like, look, I'm tired, I'm worn out. I got you in the morning. I got you tomorrow, I promise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
different. As a man, you're like this. All right, yeah.
Cool, I can wait.
I can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, 6 hours.
But
Okay.
what women need to know, you can't just say no and not give us when is it gonna happen. I'm not in the mood. Well, what the fuck? Tomorrow? And then the man feels guilty for reaching for you. Like, now you're apprehensive, like, is she not in the mood? It's just, I know it sounds like you say, it's communication. I'm just tired, babe. Tomorrow, though, I'm all yours.
Listen, the first time I saw Corey Holcomb perform, and he had this bit about being married, because he used to be married, right? And he said,
which was shocking.
Yeah. It is shocking, right? But he's talking about his wife telling him that she's not in the mood. And he said, well, date rape is an opinion.
That's so Corey.
That's so Corey, right?
Corey.
He said, date rape is an opinion.
Oh my God. Fucking Corey. I'm not even going there.
Right. What do you say to that?
Communication.
All right, so that's what it is. Gary Owens.
Thank you. I don't think I put my foot in my mouth too much. God, Vlad, you be going there too, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's
this
what I
and
do.
that. Are you faithful to this wife? No, I'm going there. You're fucking 53. You're out there, beautiful women all around. I'm like this. Motherfucker, can I love my wife?
No, you cannot.
We just got married, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to cause a divorce here with these comments.
No. We're good. Honestly, that is the biggest difference. I enjoy sleeping with her more than anybody else in my life.
There you have it.
So if you can find that, we always say like, oh, you gotta be connected. She's gotta cook. She gotta do that. Look, that pussy good.
We got Postmates.
We're good. Yeah, we can order food out. Like, that's the difference. I generally look forward to going home. Like, I can't wait. Like, my shit be on the plane like, oh, shit.